Yes, Murat. May I know how you think about chemistry? Okay, now I'm recording, please.
Chemistry. I'm really sorry to say that my chemistry teacher, Mr. Elmir, but chemistry is trash.
For you,
It,
right?
for me, yes. No, there are genius people who were chemists. I do not understand chemistry. I do not like chemistry, and for me, chemistry doesn't mean nothing on the level of things I need.
But one question, Murat, do you ever do experiment in the labs?
Yes, we did, and I don't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just, you know what I like? I like sitting at home and doing multi-step equations. That's what I like. I don't like chemistry.
Okay, that's good.
For me,
But
I
today,
hate
Murat,
bio.
actually, we are going to solve questions, and I'm sure, like you, I'm 100% sure you are going to love these questions, okay? And the people like you, actually, they really enjoy solving SASMO questions. Guys, now today, I want to give a break to our topics, okay? As you know, we were talking about simultaneous linear equations, but just a break because, as you know, we are approaching SASMO exam time, SASMO exam dates, and I really want to introduce you with SASMO question. Maybe you know this, I don't know. Maybe you practice, maybe you saw a lot of questions, but I'm not sure. And as you know about SASMO, it started in 2013. Maybe also before this, I don't know, they organized this, but not in a systematic way. But officially, I know SASMO since 2013. Before that, they have some different exam, okay? And how it emerged actually, uh, this SASMO is for the students who really love math, but they don't have much time actually to prepare for maybe World Math Olympiad at very higher level. But still, they want to actually solve non-routine questions. And there are a lot of students who enjoy solving this kind of questions. Now, when we solve this kind of questions, you will see that it looks simple, but you have to think a little bit differently to answer these questions, okay? And that's why most of the questions are tricky questions, and it really teaches you how to look at things from different angles, from different points of view, okay, or different perspectives. All right. So now I don't want to solve directly these questions for you. First, I want to give you some time, maybe 2 minutes, depending on the difficulty of the question. Okay. First, I wanted to give a try and give you an answer to the, I mean, write your answer in chat box. If your answer is correct, give 1 point to yourself. If it is wrong, it is 0 point. Let's see how many questions you can solve. And we will try to solve at least 10 questions, at least this session. Yes, Ayan, welcome.
So, hello, Mr. Kazam. I wanted to say that I'm sorry for being late. I was in another online class and it ended a bit late. That's why.
It's okay. We have just started, Ayan. Today, we are
Can I
going to practice one SASMO paper. After that, we will get back to our class, okay? And we were just listening to Murat's story or feelings about chemistry. He told us that he loved chemistry a lot. And we are going to listen to
in
him
a
again
negative
after
way?
1 year exactly on this day, hopefully. Okay, good.
Okay.
So if you are ready, once again, that is 2014 from S1. All right. I really suggest you to practice question from S1 and S2. If possible, even P6. P6 means, SASMO starts from primary 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primary. And after that, S1, S2, S3, S4, that is secondary 1, secondary 2, secondary 3. Okay. But actually, mainly you need to practice S2 questions. But let's start with S1. Okay. Because even S1 and S2, you will see that a lot of questions are very similar. Okay, so these are the rules. And now, for now, what's important here is there are 25 questions, and the time given for these 25 questions is 1 hour and 40 minutes. That means that it is 100 minutes. That means that on average, you have to spend maximum 4 minutes for each question. And you will see that some questions are easy, but some questions really takes time. Okay. And if you can solve like 20 or more than 20, that means that you deserve gold medal. Okay. Anyway, let's start then. Let's start with the first question. Okay, you have 1 minute to answer this question. Time starts now.
Mr. Mister, but should we write it on a paper or it's graded like the last exam? Or it's just we're solving?
Murad, just write your answer in the chat box. If I say that your answer is correct, give 1 point to yourself. At the end of
Oh,
the class, I will see how many points did you collect or how many questions did you
but
solve
we should
correctly.
not write it in Word and then send it in WhatsApp, no, right?
No, 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 no.
Teacher,
I just want you to test yourself. Okay, how many questions you can solve correctly.
teacher, can I try to, answer for this?
Right, you're
In
in the chat box. We'll discuss after 30 seconds.
Mr. Kazam,
Yes, I am.
can we solve this using the nth term thing?
I am. Say again. I didn't understand.
Is it even possible to solve this with the nth term thingy?
What?
Never mind.
Are you saying that is it even possible to solve this problem?
No, I'm saying that. Is it possible to solve this using nth term, or should we use some other special way to solve it?
No, no, no. Actually, I in general, when you're solving number sequence problem, right? The main idea is we need to find a pattern. Can you see a pattern between these two numbers? How they are changing, right? That means that the finding a pattern means we need to find the rule. But as you see here, what is the rule here? If I just add, let me just check the answer first. Somebody wrote the answer. Jasmine 11, that's correct. Jasmine, you have 1 point. So here we have 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. 4 plus 7. Then there's a pattern. To get the next term, we have to add two preceding terms, right? So that's the rule here. So 4 plus 7, then the answer should be 11. So the answer to this question is next term is 11. Maybe Ayan this year, they may ask you like this. Write the next three terms of the sequence, for example, 8, for example. So at that time, the next three terms will be 7 plus 11, it will be 18, and 11 plus 18, it will be 29. Okay?
Mister,
Yes.
I just want to ask, but I also right now got 11 without listening to you. I'm not lying. Can I put a point or half
Yes.
point or?
If you answered before, I answered, okay, give 1 point. Guys, I'm moving
But
to the next question. All right, let's move. You have 2 minutes. I mean, 1 minute and 1.5 minutes to answer this question. What is the question? Let's see.
I finished. Let me write too.
No, Rifa, that's not correct. Read the question well.
Mister, can you check mine? I could not find highest.
Guys, if you answer like this, just mean it is wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong. Okay, 20
Is
seconds left.
mine,
Still you have
is
time.
mine right?
Ayan, also your answer is wrong.
How? That
What
makes
about
no
mine,
sense.
Mister? What about mine?
Ayan, in the question, it says the product of the highest common factor and the lowest
Oh,
common multiple.
okay, I get it, I get it.
Mister, the lowest common multiple is correct for me.
So you should not actually, I don't give anything for partial.
Teacher, wait. I will say 1 minute.
Right,
Just
Mr.
a
Kazam.
second, teacher.
Okay, 10
Just a
more
second.
seconds.
Is
Ayan,
it?
now your answer is correct.
Yeah.
Rifa, still your answer is not correct.
Wait, the how? What I'm doing incorrect?
I answered. I answered. Please,
Oh,
just.
teacher like this?
Oh wait, no. Mr. and yes, yes. Is it correct? Is mine correct?
Okay, it is not correct.
No.
Anyway, guys, here, because if you just get, I mean, correctly partially, it's also not good. You must get the
Teacher,
answer 100% correct. But in the
I
question,
said
I think, Murat, you didn't understand the question. In the question, it's asking that find the product. What is product? Multiplication of the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of 8 and 12. What does it mean? It's asking this highest
I
common
understood.
factor
Yes.
of 8 and 12 times least common multiple of 8 and 12. Okay. And I don't know, Jasmine, I think you found actually it is highest common factor and least common multiple and multiply this is okay. But usually the multiple, I mean, the product of the highest common factor and least common multiple of two numbers is always equal to the product of those two numbers, which is equal to just simply 96. Okay. When it is small number, okay, it's easy. But if I change this one, for example, let's say, how about if I ask you, what is the product of the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple of, let's say, 100 and let's say 360? How do you find this? Finding the highest common factor and least common multiple and multiply, it takes time. And since now we know this formula, it's just equal to 36000. That is the product of the highest common factor of 100 and the least common multiple of 100. I mean, these two numbers. Okay, Ayan, Jasmine, is it clear?
I did not see the word find the product. If I would see, I would get it.
No, next
Fortnite.
time you should look careful. Okay, read every question carefully. Guys, let's move on. Next question. You have 2 minutes and write your answer if you know anything.
I think we did something like this before,
Yeah,
no?
we did this. Yes. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
What is the answer?
just a second, teacher.
Oh, I think I remember what you said.
I don't remember the formula.
Right?
Ayan, how come it is wrong?
Really?
Yeah, what do you mean by it? It says solve for x and y. You need to find the value of x and y that satisfies this equation.
No, I can't do it.
Teacher, I opened the brackets of x, but I can't do square root of y.
Mr. Chasm, but I have a question.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'm right or not, but I remember this one rule. It said that like the square of a number, it should either, no, not square, root, it should either be like higher or equal to 0. And if
Yes.
x plus y is 0, then it means that they're 0 too.
Okay. So
So
Aya,
how,
the question is then when this expression is equal to 0, when this expression is equal to 0, right? When it is equal to 0, when x equals -7. And how about this one? When is equal to 0, when y is equal to 8. So the answer is the solution of this equation is x equals -7 and y equals 8.
oh,
Ah, that's it?
I
Yeah,
get.
because here you need to find, because here we have square, right? It's always non-negative. And square root of y minus 8, always non-negative. When the sum of two non-negative numbers is equal to 0, if and only if each non-negative number is equal to 0. When we just say non-negative, we mean this, right? A is non-negative if A is greater than or equal to 0. That means it's not negative. And what numbers are negative? 0 and positive numbers are non-negative numbers.
I was sort of right, but I didn't finish it.
Ayan, I'm asking solve the equation and we have two unknowns here, x and y. You just wrote 0. How come?
I don't know. I thought both of them were 0.
If this one is answer box, let's say Ayan, and here this one is question 8. Usually this Sasmo asks like this in the table, okay? So you need to write your answer like this: x equals -7 and y is equal to 8. That's the correct answer. If you just write one of them, it is incorrect. You don't get any score. If you just write 8, you don't get any score. If you just write 0, you don't get anything. Your answer must be 100% correct.
Okay.
Okay? Good. Guys, let's move. As you practice, you will see that you get more and more comfortable with these questions, all right? But step by step, actually, you will get introduced with Sasmo questions. Let's move on. Next question. This easy question, guys, and I don't want to do this together. I mean, I just want to do this together. In this kind of questions, the only problem is if our year is a leap year, at that time you should be careful, right? Because in a leap year we have 366 days. Okay, today is leap year, for example, let's say, and next year at the time actually we need to shift days 2 days, right? But here it's not a leap year. In this year, in 2013, we have 365 days. That means as 365 we can write it as 7 times 52, because in 1 year we have 52 weeks, plus 1. So if the last day of 2013 was Tuesday and the last day of 2014 will be what? Wednesday, because of this one, right? Okay, Jasmine, is it clear?
We also discussed a question like this before.
Good, good. How about this one? Let's see. Just Ayan, I don't know if you discussed this before or not. How about this one? You have 2 minutes, but think well, okay? It's a little bit tricky question. And suppose that in real life, how would you solve this question?
I'm done.
Yeah, me too. Can I?
Okay, Ayan, your answer is wrong.
How? Oh, wait. I think it's wrong. Wait. I will correct it now.
Teacher, I sent. Can you check?
What about now?
Rifa, your answer is wrong. Jasmine, your answer is wrong. Ayan, now your answer is correct. Okay, can you
Yeah.
explain how you got 8? Ayan's answer is 8. It says maximum number, right? Ayan got 8. Yes, Ayan, how did you get 8?
I don't really know how to explain it, but
What? What?
I just drew it and I counted the parts. How can I explain that with words?
But like when you draw a circle and when you cut it to three like parts, it like comes to like six. I mean 6 parts, like
Me?
three straight
Teacher, I
cards.
got 7. I can
Okay,
only get
guys,
7.
let
I
me
drew like
just
10 circles now.
let me just explain Ayan's solution. All right.
I can
Just
show
one
it
thing.
on a paper. Should I? Or not?
Yes, please show.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to like see. Oh yes, I get it. But what about the straight cut from the from the
But it's 6 there. What do you mean?
No, look, there's the middle one and then this one. It's 8.
Is it 8? Are you sure?
Oh,
Teacher, it's 7 though.
yeah,
7.
7.
Teacher, I
Uh,
drew like 20 circles on
Ayan,
my
are you sure
paper
it
and all
is
of them
8?
have 7.
I
No,
also
it's
got 7.
7.
I also got 7.
But Ayan, your answer is 8, right?
Wait, how did I get 8? No, I have 7.
Oh,
Mister,
Ayan,
can
if
I
you
please show?
Ayan, if
Can
you
I
saw
please
like
show?
this, then it is not correct. It is not correct.
Look, please. Give me demonstration screen. It's very important. Before you explain, I want to point. Give me admin, please. I want to show it on paint,
I
please.
still get 6 parts. What do you mean?
No, please. Can I?
Murad, what are you going to
Teacher,
explain?
I
First
only
tell me,
get
what are you
7.
going to explain? I mean,
I'm going
how to
like
get 8?
yes.
So you got 8. Well, why is your answer 6 then?
No, my answer is 7.
No. Actually,
Ah,
correct
yeah.
answer is 8.
Now I got
Teacher,
7.
if
8.
I show my copybook, it's full of circles cut in 20 different ways
Yeah,
that all make 7.
I know.
All right, all right. Jasmine, look,
I
now you'll get surprised, okay? You'll get
please.
surprised.
Can I
Suppose
please
that
say? Please,
Now
I
I
have
can
I know
see.
how to make 8. I know how to make 8, really.
Murad, if you know how to make 8, why did you answer 6?
Because I did not answer 6. First of all, I answered 7. And because I'm not a very like attentive person.
Okay, just explain. You don't have to show us. Just explain how can you make 8 pieces, 8 parts. Tell us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, never mind. It's still 7.
Okay. Ayan, look, like this, I wish, you can just cut those pieces into 4 pieces now, and you can show me. Do you have scissors there, Ayan?
Oh
Actually,
wait, no,
his circle or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, circle or not, it doesn't matter. Now, okay, here we have a circle, all right. And suppose that we have circular piece of paper. And the first cut is from here, okay. Now I have 2 pieces, right? Now I can put each piece on each hand. And after that also I cut from here. Now how many pieces do we have?
4.
Okay,
4.
4 pieces, right? Now
Yes.
4 pieces, can you just stack these 4 pieces on top of each other?
Okay.
Then we will have like this, right? Here we have like this on top of each other. And under this one, how many pieces do we have? 3, right? And altogether we have 4. Now with scissors, now if I cut from here, how many pieces do I have here?
8.
8
But
parts.
teacher, you can fold it. And
Well,
then you can.
I'm not folding, Jasmine. I'm not folding. We are saying cutting, right? Now I cut from here. Now I have 2 pieces. Now if I
Yes,
cut
teacher.
from
I mean, you
here,
can fold it
I
and
have
then
4
cut it,
pieces.
and then
They're
you get
already
even more
separated, right?
pieces. But teacher, if you fold it and
Yeah,
then cut it, you get even more pieces.
How? Show me how.
No, you get 8.
How? Okay, Jasmine, can you show me
Oh
more than
wait, there's
8?
straight cuts. Oh wait,
Okay,
no,
tell
there's
me
straight
how.
cuts.
How can you make more than 8 cuts? You can do anything. You can fold. Doesn't matter how.
Teacher, I forgot that I said straight cuts. And also you can tear it.
Okay, but in more than 3 tiers, okay, you can do that. But less than 4, I mean, with 3 tiers, you cannot do. Jasmine, try. You cannot make more than 8 if you're allowed to make
Teacher,
only
I
3
didn't
cuts.
realize it said straight. I forgot it said straight.
Anyway, but do you agree? But are you convinced with this answer? It is 8.
Yeah.
I
But
have no choice. I
Ayan,
must
in real
agree.
life, does it make sense or not? It makes sense because usually, if you're allowed only to make 3 cuts, suppose that you are actually going to some kind of technician. For each cut, let's say you have to pay $100. At the time, how can you save money? All right, and he says, okay, for 1 cut, I charge $100. But now you have only $300. But now you need 8 pieces. So you just make a trick. If you studied math well, we just cut into 4 pieces. After they just put on top of each other, we just stack them, right? And after that, another cut. And we just consider this as 1 cut, right? So with $300, you can make 8 equal cuts. I mean, parts. All
Teacher,
right, guys.
my copybook is now full of circles.
Okay, but as you see here, as I told you, Sasmo, you need to think a little bit differently. Now, if the first idea comes to you, usually that is a wrong idea. Because if you are thinking as everybody else, that means that your solution is not correct. So
Listen,
you should think differently from others.
That's
are,
not true.
Ayan, now I can see you in the screen. Ayan, can you show me your left ear?
Here,
Look, everybody shows like this. But why are you not using your right hand?
because it's more convenient to use my left hand. Because it's
Yeah,
close.
that's why in Sasmo, you should not do something as everybody else. Try to do something differently, okay? The first idea comes, like I can just cut this, immediately think, can it be some different way? Why am I solving this so quickly, okay? You will see that the questions are this kind of tricky questions. As we practice more, you will have more and more idea. Guys, let's move to the next question.
think
Don't worry, we will solve more similar questions later, a bit harder one later, okay? Next question is about related to business, and read it well and try to solve this. You have 4 minutes to solve this question. Okay, don't guess. Okay, just solve it. I don't accept the answers. Mr. Qasim, I think the answer is 15. I think the answer is 50. No. Mr. Qasim, my answer is this because of this reason. Okay. All right.
Teacher, what does break even means?
Break even means you don't make any profit, you don't make any loss.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I will just bring water for myself in a minute.
Mr. Kazam.
Yes.
So the question is like, for example, he sold them for 300 each, so he had 600. But if he had a loss, then that means that he got less than that. So like, is that what they mean?
Yeah, loss means like, for example, you spend $600 to buy 2 items, but your overall sale is less than 600. For example, let's say $550. That means that you lost $50, right? That's your loss. But you spent $600 for 2 items, but you sold them for some price and your sale is 650, for example. At the time, your $50 is your profit, right?
Okay.
But here we don't know because you bought 2 items, maybe at 2 different prices, but you sold them at the same price, each one for $300. From the first actually item, you made 20% profit, but the second one actually we made a loss of 20%. So overall, did we make a profit or loss, or we just broke even here? That's a question. And if
The answer,
you made a
but I
profit
can
or loss, how
definitely
much?
state that he's doing the wrong thing in life.
Teacher,
Jasmine,
even it's a break even, it's like again it's lost of time. So why he does it?
Teacher, can I explain why I think it's break even?
yes, Jasmine, I'm listening to you. Sometimes it's really nice to listen to wrong answers also, you know. You are not right, but let me listen to you. Yes.
But teacher, if he makes a profit of 20%, like with 20%, and then loses 20%, so that's 0% profit and 0% loss. So nothing is added and nothing is like lost.
Okay. Before I explain to you, let me just think like this, okay? We had the first item, okay? And we had the second item. All right. Suppose that the first item, actually, I bought this for $250. And the second item, suppose that I bought this for $375. Okay. I
But
spent
teacher,
the
it
first
says
item.
they're 300 each.
Wait.
So they're both the same amount.
I'm not talking about the selling price. I'm talking about the cost price. You know the difference between cost price and selling price?
He
Like
lost money. Can I explain, please?
for example, Jasmine, let's say you are a kind of seller, you import bicycle from China, you spend $250, and in Abaku, you sell this for $300. But let's say Murad, he's not experienced, actually, he went to China, but he just bought a bicycle from someone, okay? But he paid $375. And he came back to Baku, but he saw Jasmine, the Jasmine sold $300. So also he had to sell his bicycle for $300. But now, Jasmine, okay, you sold your bicycle for $300. You make a profit, right? How much? $250. But actually here, Mr. Murad, He spent $375. That's the cost price, and he sold his bike 300 because he needed cash. Okay. Now he lost how much? He lost $75. But Jasmine make here how much? It is $50. But overall, do we have profit here or loss? We have loss here. How much? $75. But now, if you just calculate this, for example, 250 plus 20% is profit, right? Of 250. Ayan, what is 20% of $250?
It is 500? No, 50.
50, right? So 250 plus 50, that's equal to $300. But now from the second item, right, we are making loss. How about 375? And you are making 20% discounts of 375. And what is 20% of 375? It is $75. You can calculate this because 375 is divided by 5. It is 75. And 375 minus 75, that's equal to $300. As you see here, in the first one, we made $50 profit. In the second one, we lost $75. I mean, we made a loss. So overall, what is the result here? He made a loss of $25. Yes,
Mister,
I am.
Mr. Chasm, but how can you know how much he bought the paintings for?
Okay.
Like it says
Now I am.
20%.
Ayan, I will answer this question. Okay. Now algebraically, it's very simple. Okay. So Ayan, the first part, we are talking about the first item. Okay. Suppose that the cost price of the item is X dollars. Okay. So I'm talking about this cost price because I spent $250. Right? I don't know. And how much actually did we sell this for? We sold this for $300, right? And what is our profit? 20% profit is given here. So that means that here X plus 20% of X, right? Together, when I add profit to my cost price, that's the selling price, that is $300. Now, if you solve this equation, 20% means 0.2. And 1x plus 0.2x, that's equal to 1.2x equals 300. Now, from here, what is x, which is cost price? 300 over 1.2, which is equal to how much? $250. And the second one, now I know that actually this 250, I got 250. The second one, suppose that I spend Y dollars for the second item, okay? And again, we sold this for the same price, right? That is $300. That means that you're making 20% discount. So that is Y dollars. And we made 20% discount. That means I'm subtracting this 20% discount. And after making 20% discount, we sold this for $300. What is 1Y minus 0.2Y? That's equal to 0.8Y is equal to 300. Now from here, what is Y? Y equals 300 over 0.8. That is equal to $375. Okay, that means that Ayan, how much did we spend to actually buy these two items? For the first item, right? For the first item, we spent $250. For the second item, we spent $375. But for two items, we sold each one for $300. What is our selling sale? It is $600. But we spent $625, right? So we lost some money. What is our loss? $25. Okay,
Okay.
guys, that's it. Maybe later also I can show you more. But actually, one chapter is about this. Maybe I'll teach you later, not now, when it comes, because one chapter in this book in L1 or L3, that is secondary one or secondary three, it is about use of mathematics in practical situations. It's about profits and loss, buying something, and the tax and simple interest, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, another question. I'm not going to ask you. Okay, it's very simple, but we'll just do this together. When we solve this kind of questions, it goes to infinity. We should just see the pattern here. And the same thing is repeating, right? So if the whole thing is equal to 2, and also if we start from here, it goes to infinity, it doesn't change anything. So also the whole thing should be equal to 2, is equal to 2. So we know the square root of 4 is equal to 2. So x plus 2 must be 4. From here, what is x? The value of x is equal to 2. Okay. So let's move on, guys. Next question. Very beautiful question. You have 2.5 minutes to solve this question. Let's say 3 minutes. Think well, read the question first, try to understand. After that, we will discuss together. What are you looking for? Huh? Look at his dance one. But still, they need to sleep on. Just celebrating Chinese New Year. They put dance monkey on.
I'm really sorry to interrupt someone, but like questions that you gave before on regular lessons, they were like they did not need special critical thinking. It was like pretty easy to solve compared to these SASMO questions.
Yeah, as I told you, they're also not so difficult, but they're a bit tricky question. If you don't think differently, you cannot solve these questions.
Yeah, I'm trying to think differently, but I can't right now.
Yes, Ayan?
Mr. Chasm, actually some of the questions that you gave us in like this problem thingy, I actually solved them before. I just go online and I try to find like past papers and I solve them.
Which one? Which question are you talking about?
Like for example, the one with the square roots, the one there was another one. Yes, the one with the circles. But the one with the circles I actually got 7, not 8. I don't know why. I think I was wrong with that. But yeah, I solved some of the questions that you gave.
Ah, good. Good, Ayan. But Ayan, one time, two time, and actually in other papers, we're going to solve some different similar questions. But sometimes, practicing one time, it's not enough. Maybe you may understand the idea, but to make sure that, or to gain more self-confidence, or let's say to gain deeper intuition about this stuff, you need to practice more. Okay? Because in real life, for example, Ayan, do you like any sports?
Yes, I used to like do swimming before quarantine.
For example, swimming, right? Swimming, it has some techniques. Only one technique, you need to practice again and again and again, so until you become very good. And also in math, similar thing. Okay, similar question. Every time if you solve different questions, you cannot improve much. Okay, time is up. Ayan, any answer? Murad, Jasmine, Rifa?
No, I
0.
Okay, let's do this. And then you see the solution, you say, oh, really? That easy? You may get surprised. So guys, one thing is, as you see, what is it, 2014? It is written as a product of three numbers. What is the condition here? Of course, these numbers are whole numbers, number one. Number two, A should be less than B, B should be less than C. So now, 2014, our first observation is 2014 is an even number. That means that I can write it as 2 times 1007. My next question is, can I just write 1007 as a product of two numbers? And you can just check this. It is not divisible by any even number. But now I just actually, to write a number as a product of two numbers, we have to try to divide that number by prime numbers. So it's not divisible by 3, not divisible by 5, not divisible by 7 or 11 or 13, but it is divisible by 19. So if you divide 1007 by 19, I can actually get this answer: 2 times 19 times 53. Okay, so that means that now 2014 can be written as 2 times 19 times 53. That's actually the first choice, right? If I just take the first number as A, let's say this one is A, as you see here, it is less than B. 2 is less than 19, and 19 is less than 53. Now I got one choice, right? One answer. But now still I keep thinking, but can I find another answer like this which satisfies this condition? And I'll just make some trick here. Equals, how about if I write it like this? 1 times 2, give it to 19. 2 times 19 is 38 times 53. Does it change the result? No, right? Again, here my 1, A is 1, B is 38, and C is 53. If you multiply, you get the same answer. As I see here, 1 is less than 38, and 38 is less than 53. But still, I kept thinking, can I write in different way? Yes. How about like this? 1 times 19 times, how about if I just move this 2 to 53? At the time here, we will have 106. So how many possible answers do we have here? 3. Ayan, did you understand?
Yes, that's actually very simple if you understand it.
Yeah, that's it. Very simple. And now you have some idea. Next time, if you get similar question, so you have one more, how to say, technique, how to attack this problem, right? And not technique. Let's say you have one more weapon now. When you're playing games, right, you need more weapons so that you can attack any enemy. So now you have one weapon. We can attack this kind of problems with more weapons. Guys, let's move to the next question. How about this question? First, have a look, think, okay? And after that, after 3 minutes, we will analyze together. Oh my gosh, Tifa, 13, how come? Rifa, your answer is not correct.
Okay.
Is mine correct? I don't think it is.
Ayan? No. Jasmine? Jasmine, how did you get 702?
Teacher, please do not ask.
Huh?
Don't ask, because I honestly don't know myself.
No, I mean, is it just a guesswork or how did you get the 702?
Well, at first I multiplied 27 by 26, but then I realized that some already shook hands. And then they're gonna do it 2 times. So now I have to do it again. Wait, teacher, I'm gonna get the answer.
Then, right, then just divide it by 10, you get the answer.
But why 10?
This is very strange.
Because Jasmine, if I shake hand with you, right, and you are one person, I'm one person, actually we count it as one handshake, right, not 2.
Yes, I know that's my
So that's
mistake.
why if you just divide this by 2, you get the answer then. 702 is divided by 2. What is the answer? 351.
351.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, Ayan, how shall we do this? I'll just simply think about 5 people, okay? Or maybe 4 people, doesn't matter. Let's say we have 5 people. And this one is here, we have 5 people. This one is Ayan. And this one is Qasim. This one is Jasmine. And this one is Rifa. And this one is Murat. And suppose that you are in the party, okay? And of course, when you are greeting people, we don't shake hands twice or 3 times, and only 1 time. Okay, hi Ayan, hi Murat, hi Jasmine, hi Rifa, that's it. So now if I start with Ayan, let's say Ayan shakes hand with me, and with Jasmine, and with Rifa, and with Murat. Now Ayan is done, right? So how many handshakes we have here? 4. Okay, now Ayan moves inside, okay. Now Qasim. Now I entered here. Okay, I already shook hand with Ayan. Now I shake my hand with Jasmine and with Rifa and with Murad. How many handshakes? 3. Okay, also Qasim is done. Jasmine. Jasmine with Rifa and with Murad. How many? It is 2. Now Rifa is left. Rifa shakes his hand with Murad and 1. Finished. So how many? It is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So also here, if you're talking about 27 participants, right? So at the time, the total number of handshakes will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 plus 26. The first guy shakes his hand with 26 people. The second guy with 25 people. Third guy with 24 people, blah, blah, blah. And we have the last 2 people left. The like Rifa shakes hand with Murad. So now what we have here, the sum of the first 26 natural numbers, right? And if you remember, how do you find the sum of the first n natural numbers? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 plus n. That's equal to n times n plus 1 over 2. And also proof is very simple. Now we are running out of time. That's why maybe I will just this proof to the next class. So here the answer is 26 times 27 over 2, which is equal to 13 times 27. 10 times 27 is 270. 3 times 27 is 81. And their sum is 351. So the answer is there are 351 handshakes at the party.
Okay, it's logical actually. You need to understand just.
Okay, does it make sense, Mr. Murad, Rifa?
Yes, it does.
It does.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Then you just keep practicing those simultaneous equations. Maybe also I can share this. Okay, if you have time, you can have a look at other questions. We will continue after we finish this paper. We will move to S2. After we finish S2, then we get back to our class and continue 2 more chapters. Again, we will get back to Sasmo papers. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy your weekend. I will meet you next week. I have to finish this meeting because other group is waiting for me. See you. Bye bye. If you
Okay,
have any
teacher,
questions, you
bye.
can just write in WhatsApp group. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a nice
Bye
day.
bye. Thank you, Ayan. You too.